The Earth's population is increasing at a rapid rate. This is causing a strain on Earth's natural resources. With many natural resources such as water, oxygen, trees, soil, fossil fuels, rare metals, and animals on the brink of extinction. Some scientists predict that by the year 2025, 1.8 billion people won't have access to fresh water. And in about 60 years, we could completely run out of healthy topsoil that grows 95% of our food. Protecting the Earth and its natural resources is more important than ever. But not everyone understands the importance of protecting planet Earth. Meet Mr. Grumpy. He hates recycling and thinks global warming is a made-up myth. He mixes plastic and paper with his food waste, and always leaves the water running when brushing his teeth. He's also a very fussy eater, throwing about 50% of his food away in the trash. And in his daily diet, he eats 3 pieces of meat each day. That's one for breakfast, lunch and dinner. In the heat of the summer, Mr. Grumpy keeps the windows closed. He hates bugs flying in, and turns on the air conditioner at the highest setting. And in the freezing cold winter, he lets the cold air in, and turns the heater on full. Not to mention that he owns 3 televisions and keeps them all on, all day long. While out shopping, instead of carrying a recyclable bag, Mr. Grumpy buys a new plastic bag for each of his items. He likes to keep his shopping items separate. And once he is done with the plastic bags, he throws them away in the river behind his house. Mr. Grumpy hates the outdoors, so even when he is going down the street for 60 seconds, he drives his car, when most people would walk. Most recently, Mr. Grumpy sent out a letter to the council, saying he wants the forest behind his house cut down, simply because insects and rodents are ruining the neighborhood. Over the past few months you have noticed these bad habits of Mr. Grumpy. And after learning about climate change at school, you want to do something about it. Your task is to write a letter to Mr. Grumpy, explaining why his actions could be damaging to the environment and planet Earth. When writing this letter, how would you convince Mr. Grumpy that global warming and climate change is real, and that his actions could seriously damage the Earth? How would you explain concepts like global warming and climate change to someone who knows nothing about saving the planet? What are some of the most important reasons for saving the planet? Think about food and water running out, the increase in poverty, and about the impact your actions have on the future generations. What easy things could Mr. Grumpy do to protect the environment on a daily basis? For example, he could try walking more instead of driving everywhere locally. Alternatively, he could cut down on eating meat products, from 3 times a day to once a week. Finally, you can research and share some interesting facts and figures about saving the planet in your letter. Here is a fact you can use in your letter. Up to 70% of coral reefs are expected to be lost by the year 2050 due to human activities. Remember, your task is to convince Mr. Grumpy that protecting the environment is important, and that his everyday actions can impact the environment in the long run. That's all from us. Let's see what you can come up with in your letter to Mr. Grumpy. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more cool videos. See you soon.